Alright, YouTubers, we got a tip for the day. A couple tips. Tip number one, don't buy these cheap ass GPM arms, they suck. The arms are fine, but the plastic it's in sucks. So save your money. Alright. Rule number two, last bash, you see my ESC got fried. And I was thinking it was the big tires, but I checked all the temps and everything was good, so I was wondering what was up. Come to find out, the motor, the way they have it sitting in, let me take this off, I kept this off to show you. Usually they have the motor sitting down like that, and then you put your wire management stuff and all that stuff. Well, what happened was, I must have hit something pretty good because this screw was knocked out and there was a dent right here, and I put liquid tape on it, but this wire was all exposed. All the copper wire was exposed, and I think it hit down and hit onto the chassis and ground it and burned out my ESC. I'm almost positive because this was all wiggly, and so I just took the screws out, cleaned the bearings, took these screws out, pulled it out, cleaned everything up, and it works good now. So I'm going to put the liquid tape, and then I'm going to sleeve over heat shrink and do it like that. So what I'm doing is, for now on, I'm turning my motor and facing my wires upwards. Not even worrying about this wire management thing. And then just zip tie it right here. And then you ain't got to worry about nothing being in the way of this spur gear right here, the pinion. Alright, now I always just buy quick runs instead of keep on buying arrma, because the ESC is probably maybe $8 more for a quick run, so why would you buy arrma? So, even though it's a hobby wing, but I'm sure Hobby Wing is going to make a better ESC for themselves than what they're selling arrma. It would only make sense. The only downfall is they don't have these tabs, which usually break anyhow. These little mounting tabs, like these ones, were broke, and I had to two-face tape it. So what you do is, this is a shout out to RC Rider. I haven't seen his videos in a while, but this was a little tip that he shared. This little ledge on the new ESC holder, you cut that ledge off. So, if anybody knows, when you put your ESC and this little notch goes right where the servo thing is, these wires are like really close, especially with voltage. With this voltage mount, it's sharp. You know what I mean? They didn't even round the edge, so these wires coming out is really close to there. And on one of mine, the ESC wire got cut. So in the meantime, I've been doing this. You can get these holders real cheap. Buy a bunch of parts. So what I do is cut that thing off, and these quick runs have mounting holes underneath. So I use this hole right here, the one that's closest to the wire management thing, and I screw that in over there, and then find out where another one would be and just drill a hole and then screw it up. Now you're only going to use little screws, because there's not much of a nub, so maybe a little bit bigger than that. Don't judge. I know it's a mess around here. This is real life. None of this clean everything up and everything looking pretty for a video. I'm working on my shit, and I was like, alright, let me put out a video, and this is what it is. So yeah, it's messy, but don't judge. Alright. So what I did was, since I had it apart, and I changed the motor and ESC in the motor, even though this motor was good, I had that, I changed it all up, so that's all good. And flip-flop it on your motor mount so these wires come up. Now this one here, this motor is still good, so we'll use that. So I had tried these JX Servo. Killer Off-Road Hobbies said they were good and stuff. Well, I'm not much of a fan, to tell you the truth. It says it's 21 kilograms and waterproof. I mean, it works, but it's a little bit lazy. So what I tried is this new Power HD. Yeah, it's a Power HD servo, and definitely seems to work a lot better. This one says 20 kilograms, but it definitely seems to work better. But when you put your hot racing servo horn and then your link coming across with this voltage, these voltage makes it stand up that much more from the thickness, so you have to put a spacer. So what I did was, in order to keep this spacer tight, this little link locks on. This is a shock standoff. So basically you just put the shock standoff on there, on your thing, put some Loctite and screw it from underneath, a little screw in a washer right under here, so that's all tight. And then this just locks down on it. And then what I did was I put my little rubber washer and then another washer. It has a little bit of play, but it's not nothing that's gonna hurt anything, you know what I mean? But that was my easiest way, because now that whole thing's all one piece. There's no wiggle room or no room for error. And then if you ever have to swap it off, all you do is take this off, you keep this, pop this link, boop boop boop, and you're done. You know what I mean? So, and I had took this off, this little side guard, just to slide out my motor, but it slides right like that. So once it slides on there, you got plenty of room inside for your ESC, and it's screwed down, so you ain't gotta worry about the double-sided tape knocking off, and we'll be good. You know what I mean? So, alright, I'm gonna clean this thing up, and I'm not putting the MX-38s back on because I forgot I had my disc set up for the backflips and the Badlands. So with these big tires, it's just insane. You know what I mean? You could do quadruple backflips real easy with these big ass tires. So it's hard to bash because it always wants to wheelie up a lot. You know what I mean? So, but other than that, it's all good. Let's see, that's it. That's your tips for today. Easy peasy. So yeah, this got the green death blinking. It's a green blinker instead of the ring of death. It blinks red. So what I'll do is I took the fan off. That's still good, and the switch on this anybody that knows yet how to get rid of these switches, let me know, because I don't feel like cutting a good ESC to find out, because you got 3 wires. Obviously, if it was 2 wires, you would either cut it and keep them separated so they're not contacted, or mount them together. But since it's got this 3rd wire, that's for to set up the ESC. So if I'm not mistaken, only 1 wire should have to be cut to eliminate these switches. Because what happens after a while of bashing, they always want to just shut off from landing hard, you know what I mean? So, at first I used to turn it around a certain way, so when you land on the front it wouldn't go forward and shut off. And then that wasn't working, so now I'm mounting them sideways. So, we'll see what's up. Alright, other than that, she's all good. Yeah, that's it. We'll see. But, yeah, stay away from these GPM arms. Let me see, I'll show you the one. Here's the one all bent up. You know what I mean? It's just this, these plastic ends. And, I went and on this one, as you can see, this isn't the original. This is an arrma. And you can cut it and drill it and do all that, but truthfully, and that one's not an arrma one. That's, yeah, see, these two arrma ones I've replaced, and then these are the factory ones. So these ones right here where I picked up, these were for Losi, and they're really thick, so I just mount them on there and they do just as good. Alright, YouTubers, I'm out.